Hi Elizabeth, this is the chai tea video for you, or should I say my chai latte. So this is the things you will need. Your almond milk. I normally use unsweetened almond milk, but I add honey to it later. This one already has the cane sugar in it, so I'm not going to be doing one of the steps that I typically do, but I'll tell you about it when I get to it. Organic honey, cinnamon, your frother. I use 2 bags when I'm making like one of the rich lattes, but you can just use 1 bag of tea. Any organic chai tea is good. Your teacup, of course, the spoon. This is going to be used for the milk for heating it up in the microwave, but if you're going to heat it over the stove, you just need a pot for the milk, obviously, and your tea kettle or pot to heat up the water. So I normally put about 1 tablespoon of honey in my cup. At the bottom here first is how I do this. But of course you can use less or more, and this you just put in your mouth and eat it. Yum. And while I'm waiting for the water to heat up in here, I get my cup where I'm going to microwave my milk. And you can make it, you know, as milky rich as you want or as little milky as you want, and just have more hot water if you want to take away some of the fat or the sugar or whatever. So a lot of times I tend to do about this much in this glass. I kind of make it almost like half and half hot water, half milk. This is gonna get frothed up, so it's gonna be even thicker when I finish. And then I microwave it. This is hard to do with one hand. Put it in here for 1 minute. And then I'm waiting for the water. Now my milk is done heating, but the water still is not there. Normally what I do when I used unsweetened almond milk is I add some honey to this milk while it's still hot, and I stir it up with just a spoon. And then I normally, which I won't be doing this today because you can see how much cinnamon I have left, I normally also put cinnamon in the milk. I stir it up just to mix it up a little bit, and then from there I start frothing. I'm not going to show the whole video of frothing because, you know, it's just stirring and raising it up and down. So as you can see, frothing has pretty much doubled the amount of milk I have in there now. And the hot water is almost ready. Okay, so now that the water is hot, I put a little bit in with the honey first. And this is just to get the honey mixed with the water. And I just stir it up to kind of make it like sugar water. That's before I put the tea bags in, because it's hard to mix honey when you have tea bags in here. And then I put the tea bags in. And again, you can fill this as much or as little as you want. You can use as much or as little sugar you want. I tend to do it about halfway full. And this is just because the water is really hot. It's hotter than the milk in the microwave. And I just am trying to get all the chai tea spice in the water, so I'm kind of making like a concentrated hot tea here. Because when I add the milk, it's not as hot, so it doesn't pull as much of the herbs out. So I kind of let this, you know, sit for like 20 seconds or so before I add the milk in. Okay, so once it gets to, you know, be like a darker looking tea, then I add the milk in. Normally my milk is very cinnamony looking, which it's not right now since I'm all out of cinnamon. Kind of dump this on the top here. Hold on, I need a spoon. So my milk was a little bit less than, you know, enough to fill in here. So what I do is if it's not completely full, just so I don't, you know, waste my chai tea, I want a full cup here. I will add some more water to fill up the rest. Now it is like bubbling with milk, overflowing, I mean. And the last bit is adding the cinnamon on the top. You know, however much or however little you want. Or if you don't like cinnamon like that much, then just don't put any. But I do like to have cinnamon. And there you go. There's your chai latte. Delicious and way more better than what they make in the coffee shops.